And it's long. That's it, folks. Your Hopkinton Hillers are the Division II state champions in volleyball. They take the third set 25-14 for a 3-0 sweep of Weston.
Starting in 2014, several Hiller teams made state championship runs in multiple sports. From 2014 until 2024, at least one Hiller playoff run occurred in each of the 3 seasons every single year. In 2014, Hopkinton Hiller girls volleyball swept Weston to take home the Division II state championship. The state championship win started a long and continuing stretch of great success on the volleyball courts, which featured dozens of playoff wins and multiple state championships.
It's amazing, and I think that it's kind of bittersweet because I don't get to show up with the girls tomorrow at practice, and the saddest part was knowing that the season was over.
Hillers outscored Marlboro 12-5 in the quarter.
In 2015, Hiller boys basketball was also amongst the talk of the town, advancing all the way to the Division II sectional semifinals. They pulled off some big upsets during the playoffs, but fell short to Marlboro.
Strike 3. Strikeout number 10.
In the spring of 2015, Hiller softball was led by one of the best pitchers in the state, Juliet Hume, and had a nice run all the way to the sectional finals, and finished their incredible season with 17 wins and 3 losses. This season would mark the start of many playoff runs by Hiller softball. It wouldn't be long until Hiller girls volleyball reached the finals once again. In 2016, Hiller girls volleyball was back in the Division II state championship game. On November 19, 2016, the Hillers looked for their second championship in 3 seasons versus Notre Dame Academy.
Will the Hillers take home the state championship for the second time in 3 seasons? Yes, they will! Hopkinton wins as Peyton Weber gets the winning point.
The Hillers took the win via sweep and collected their second state championship in 3 seasons.
Oh my, I love my teammates. We had such a good season. We had so much fun together, and I think the chemistry we had on and off the court just made it such a great team, and we had so much fun. It was awesome.
What was it like playing with this team all season in this run? What's it been like for you?
Incredible. I'm so proud of these girls. We work so hard every day, and I'm so proud of how far we came.
Hiller girls volleyball moved to Division I the next season and made it back to the state championship, but fell short versus Newton North in the 2017 Division I state championship. Hiller girls volleyball would continue to flourish and qualify for the playoffs nearly every season since. Hiller girls basketball also had a very impressive 2016 as well as 2017 season. In 2016, they went all the way to the Division II state semifinals and fell just short to Notre Dame Academy. The Hiller girls basketball team made it to the Division II Central Sectional Championship in 2017 and fell just short to Medfield, 49-42 at Worcester Polytechnic Institute. 2017 was also an incredible year for Hiller baseball and softball. Hiller baseball went all the way to the Division II state semifinals before falling 3-2 in a 9-inning extra innings game versus Greater New Bedford. The Hillers got red hot towards the end of the season and had a run no one thought they were capable of. They finished their incredible season 14-9. That season, Hiller softball also captured a couple of playoff wins to also advance to the sectional semifinals, where they fell 6-3 versus a very good Milford team. Hiller softball captured the TVL Large title that season and finished with a record of 20 wins and 3 losses. Both baseball and softball returned to the playoffs in 2018.
Time going deep, wide open for Will Abbott. He's going to take it in for a touchdown for the Hillers.
2017 was a record-setting season for Hiller football. Hopkinton advanced all the way to the Division IV state semifinals and finished 11-1. The Hillers captured the TVL Large title and went undefeated through regular season play. The Hillers lost to Melrose 22-8 in the Division IV state semifinals to put an end to an incredible run. For the third straight season, Hiller girls basketball went deep in the playoffs in 2018. They went all the way to the Division II state championship in Springfield after getting a nice revenge win over Medfield to capture the sectional title. Hopkinton fell just short to a good Foxborough team by a final of 49-41 in the Division II state championship game. Boys basketball and boys hockey also had good playoff runs in the 2017-2018 season. Hiller hockey went 19-3-1, capturing the TVL Large title. 2018 became the third consecutive year at least one Hiller team qualified for the state championship. Hopkinton Hiller girls soccer defeated Notre Dame Academy in the Division II state semifinals to qualify for the state championship. That season, goaltender Natalie Calkins only let in 7 goals all season.
Natalie's been our goalkeeper, outstanding. She was just voted our unsung hero of the year. Only conceded 7 goals all season, 0 goals in the tournament. She's been a rock back there for us. Really happy that she's carrying on her athletic career at Merrimack College, great school.
The only goal of that championship game would be a Winchester score on a penalty kick. The Hillers fell short in the championship game by a final of 1-0. Hiller girls volleyball continued their dominance in the 2018-2019 season. They would capture the TVL Large title and advance all the way to the sectional championship before falling to Franklin. The Hillers finished the season with 19 wins and just 2 losses. After 2 back-to-back tough playoff losses in the 2016-17 and 2017-18 seasons, Hiller hockey finally broke through to the Division III state finals in the 2018-19 season. The Hillers won 5 straight playoff games to earn a trip to the TD Garden versus Wachusett.
Zaporozhians. Shot turned away by Kabusa. Now another shot out in front. Loose puck. And it is going to be knocked in. Will Quinlan able to knock it in. And the Hillers are on the scoreboard.
The state title game was a back-and-forth battle where the Hillers would fall short 3-2. Hopkinton ended their state championship contending season with 17 wins, 7 losses, and 2 ties. During the 2018-19 school year, Hiller baseball became the third Hiller team to make the state championship. The Hillers defeated Westwood in the sectional finals 7-4 to earn a trip to the Division II state championship. Hopkinton fell short to the North sectional champion St. Mary's 2-0 and what would be a very good pitchers duel over in Lowell. Hopkinton finished their state championship contending season 16-6. Hiller softball also had a great run in the spring of 2019, advancing to the sectional semifinals, where they would fall to Bridgewater Raynham 3-2. In the fall of 2019, Hiller girls volleyball finished the regular season undefeated, but would lose 3-2 versus 1-seeded undefeated Needham. Hopkinton ended their incredible TVL Large title season with 20 wins and 1 loss. In the 2019-20 season, Hiller boys hockey was back on top of the TVL as they captured the TVL Large title and finished their state tournament contending season with a record of 20 wins and 2 losses after falling in the South Division III sectionals. The rest of that winter season would look a little different in 2020 due to the COVID pandemic, and the spring 2020 season would end up being canceled. But following the pandemic, the Hillers came back in a big way.
And this is hit in the air over to left field to the fence, and that is going to drop in front of the fence.
Since there was no spring high school baseball, Coach Simos led the Hillers for Senior Ruth Ball that summer. Hopkinton ended up winning the Senior Ruth Championship over Marlboro and gave the 2020 seniors one last chance to play and win with their Hiller teammates.
They will. Here he comes, and the Hillers lead it 4-3.
Until the spring of 2021, Hiller High School sports, like the rest of the state and a lot of the country, played league exhibition games, and no state tournament would take place. In the spring of 2021, Hiller baseball returned to the state championship after taking down Milton in the sectional finals 2-0. Hopkinton once again met up with St. Mary's for a repeat of the 2019 finals, but unfortunately would lose 5-2. In the fall 2021-22 season, Hiller girls volleyball was back in Division II and returned to the state championship. Prior to the season, longtime head coach and two-time state champion head coach Margie Grabmeyer announced she would be retiring following the season, and the Hillers made Coach Grabmeyer's final season at the helm a memorable one.
Nell serving. Gilday puts the ball in play. Anderson. They go short set again. Short set. Block! He got it! He got it! He got it for the state championship their third time. And Coach unbelievable! What a way to end it. The roof to end it. A roof to end it.
It's been a great experience and a season that I will treasure.
The Hopkinton Hillers entered the playoffs undefeated and would finish the entire season undefeated as they would defeat first-seeded Westboro in the Division II state championship game 3-1 and finish as Division II state champions with a perfect record of 25 wins and no losses. During the 21-2022 outdoor track and field season, member of the state champion Hiller girls volleyball team and track and field star Kate Powers set the all-time Hiller girls record for the Hammer event. Kate would go on to compete in NCAA Division I at Kentucky University and try out for the United States Olympic team. In the fall of 2022, Hiller boys soccer finished the regular season with 15 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties, and won 4 playoff games to advance to the Division II state championship. The Hiller boys had a lead through much of the game, but came up short versus first-seeded Oliver Ames. The final score was Oliver Ames 3, Hopkinton 2.
Along the near side corner, sent over to Scardino. Pops off the boards, win. Gets it out in front, and Mara puts it in! Good start for the Hillers! Pavitt, Mara, who else?
Hopkinton Hillers hockey would also return to the Division II state championship in the 2022-23 winter season. They went 16-4 during the regular season and won 4 straight playoff games to get back to the TD Garden, where they met up with third-seeded Canton. The Hillers fell short 4-1 and ended their incredible state championship contending season with a record of 20 wins, 5 losses, and no ties. In the spring of the 2022-2023 school year, Hiller boys tennis finished the regular season 17-1 and advanced to the Division II state semifinals. For the second straight year, they fell short to first-seeded Duxbury and ended their incredible run with 20 wins and 2 losses. In the fall of 2023-24 season, Hiller boys and girls soccer brought back the majority of their talent and would both make deep playoff runs. The Hiller girls finished the regular season undefeated with a record of 17 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. They also won the TV Large title. The Hiller girls won 3 playoff games to advance to the Division I state semifinals at Boston College High School, where they would fall short to second-seeded Bishop Fien by a final of 1-0. The Hiller girls ended their record-setting season with a record of 20 wins, 1 loss, and 1 tie. The Hiller boys soccer team also had an incredible run to the Division II state semifinals. After finishing the regular season 13-2-4, the boys won 3 playoff games to advance to the Division II state semifinals versus Wakefield. The game ended up tied at 2 through regulation, and the Hillers would fall short on penalty kicks and lose the game 3-2. The Hiller boys finished their incredible season with 15 wins, 3 losses, and 4 ties.
How does it feel to be the all-time Hopkinton single-season point scorer?
It feels great, but honestly I couldn't have done it without this team, and just the way that we move the ball, the way that, how hard we work in practice, like Coach Norton, everything like that, like how the coaches, Coach Frazier, Coach Norton, all them, I couldn't do it without them, so it feels great though.
In the spring of 2024, the Hiller boys lacrosse team had a record-breaking season. Attacker Logan Del Ponte broke the Hopkinton all-time regular season scoring record with 115 points and was named the Tri-Valley League MVP. Logan helped lead the Hillers into the round of 16 after the Hillers captured a win over a good Minnechaug team in the round of 32 in the Division II state tournament. The boys finished their incredible season with 15 wins and 5 losses. The last 10 years of Hiller sports has been filled with incredible playoff and state championship runs, countless record-breaking performances, and memories that any fan of Hopkinton will never forget. The Hiller athletic programs continued to get stronger and should continue to create countless amazing memories of incredible seasons for the foreseeable future. These highlights are just a glimpse of the many incredible Hiller performances, but teams such as Hiller Cross Country, Track and Field, Golf, and the incredible accomplishments of Hiller Tennis are some of the other programs that continuously excel and produce championship banners for Hillertown. It's been an incredible run the last 10 years for Hopkinton Hiller sports, and we can't wait to see what league titles and championships the incredible athletes of Hopkinton accomplish next.